Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you an updated look for autumn, perfect for Halloween with the vivid orange, but with a little twist, moving on to a triad, adding in the purple and the wonderful chartreuse green to give you a very contemporary, up-to-date twist on the autumn look. I chose this ebony bowl to begin with, and then of course I couldn't leave out orange flowers, so I've got some orange lilies and some orange mini carnations, but then moved on with a little bit of yellow alstroemeria, the vivid purple statice, and then the green of the bells of Ireland and the pom-poms. Of course, autumn would not be complete without the seed pods, the afterlife of flowers. So I've got some Montbrisia pods and some hypericum berries. Then of course, the pumpkins. I love the little baby pumpkins. And then lastly, for foliage, we're going to use Gaelic leaves, but I've dusted them with a little bit of glossy black. Not solid, so there's still some green there, but just enough to pick up the shine of the vase. I love to start with the pumpkins and get them established and secure in there before I move on, because they're heavy, and if you don't anchor them well, they could just flop around and fall out. Now, easiest is just to take a wood pick and insert in the bottom, seal it with the Oasis foil adhesive, and you're good to go. That's easier said than done. Piercing the flesh with a wood pick is difficult. So the easiest way is just to take a nail first and hammer a little hole. And then do a second one. Giving yourself a head start. That way, when you go back and add the pick, you can force it in very easily. Then go back with your cold glue. Just a little bit right at the point of insertion. That will help lock it in place and also seal the wound so that it doesn't get moldy and yucky. Then I've got wood picks on here. Clip those off. Then I can just set this right down into the foam and be totally secure, knowing it's not going to flop around on me. I'm going to turn that one around. It leans one direction, so let's let it lean this direction. There we go. Then if you're concerned, you can even take the glue and put it on the feet into the foam, and it will lock it securely in place. So this one standing upright will still be stable and not tip over. Then a little bit of basing with the Gaelic sleeves, just to get it started, bringing the color on out. Maybe one more tuck down low right here with this pumpkin. A nice base to start for all my flowers. Bells of Ireland have such wonderful curvature. Just working with the natural curve, inserting it down deeply into the foam, and then bringing in some more, maybe on the opposite side. Then going back with the pods. I do love the Montbrisia pods. They're so drapey and graceful, and yet so dry and stiff. Quite the contradiction. Letting them feed into the focal area that's established with the pumpkins. And then adding a bit of the vibrant purple, getting it down in, creating almost a tapestry of color. And it's amazing how quickly that purple just sets everything off, makes it come alive, start to zing. The palms just nestling down low, basing, drawing the eye into the center of the arrangement. It picks up the green from the bells of Ireland and draws your eye all the way across from one side to the other. As I work, I think about making sure that I pull your eye from the front to the back as well, pulling the green in on both sides so it looks beautiful no matter where you look. Now that I have my base materials in there, adding in the primary flowers, the lilies, bringing them out to the back as well as the front, placing them close to the pumpkins so it establishes that accent area. And of course I want to use the buds too, they're so pretty, and it picks up that green, tying the green and the orange together. A little bit of mini carnation to add some depth. Tucking it in low. And a tiny touch of yellow, just to brighten. Bring it around from the back. And then, of course, forward to the front. Maybe bring it underneath the calyx. Like a peak. And then one over the calyx. Shorten it down tiny so I can tuck it right in with a little pom-pom. And then again, turning it, checking for holes and filling in all the way around. To finish this design, I have a lovely witch's hat that I want to incorporate. Easiest is just to take a wood pick, feed it through the beading, twist it together. So I've got it mounted on a stick. And then I can just nestle it straight down into the foam and let it perch atop the pumpkins. Then looking at everything, I've got my little hypericum berries that I can add to fill in, add some texture, double check that all my holes are covered, and just fill any spot that might need a little more color. Now we have our flowers. We just need to get ready for the party. Halloween is just around the corner. Now, if you need more creative inspiration for your party, check out our website, flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, want to know where I got my beautiful gloves, you can email us through the website, flowerschool.com, or give us a call at 1-800-819-8089. Of course, you can use my personal email. It's Leanne at floraldesigninstitute.com. And the secret is they're Midwest importers. I've had them for several years. I absolutely adore them. They came in orange and purple, and we all have a pair. Aren't they grand? I know you're jealous. But now it's your turn. Have fun, get ready for the party, and do something you love.